Hello, SpeedGaming. Welcome to the next match in the brackets uh, of the Metroid Prime Multi-World Tournament, the CGC. My name is Jay, aka La Competencia. I'm joined in the booth by Captain MD.
It's good to be back, Jay. I've kind of been on vacation for a few weeks here in the booth. A lot's been going on, but I'm happy to be back here. We're at lower brackets round 2 with Uncle Reggie and Bash Prime versus Elias Thompson and Audraxis, and this should be a good match tonight, Jay.
Absolutely. Uncle Reggie, Bash Prime. Two very talented players. And Elias and Audraxis have played very well in the tournament as well, so this is going to be a very good one.
Indeed. Arrow Racer was telling me that my partner in the CGC was telling me he's never won a game to Elias so far, so that, I think, is a testament to their skill. And Audraxis, in the meantime, again, has been performing very great this tournament. I think it's really going to be interesting. It's going to be our RAs are not particularly complex tonight. Vanilla suit reduction for damage reduction for Prime. No multiplayer pickups for Echoes. So thankfully keeping things a little bit simple for this later hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Also nice to point out, simple RAs make a simple start. And yeah, so for the Echoes players, we will start a main energy controller with missile launcher and Violet. For the Prime players, we start on landing side with missile launcher.
All right, so our first items were an energy tank on Umos and a light ammo tank in Alcove. We got a hint that read that Echoes does not have any of their hive keys tonight. They are in Chozo and Mines.
Ooh, also nice light beam behind the ship.
Oh, is it light beam behind the ship? Ooh.
Yes.
All right. Funny that in my last race it was dark beam. Although light beam would be really nice to have right now for the Splinter segment.
Yeah.
And do we have anything that can be seen from space in the Artifact Temple? Not particularly.
Yeah. So, fitting to Echoes with the 9 SDKs, we will have 9 artifacts shuffled, which will function as the keys to our final boss.
Yeah, and it's very nice for Prime to be sending over those extra 5 missiles during the Alpha Splinter fight, but in return, they will get X-Ray Visor.
Ooh, early X-Ray. Could be a Root Cave play, logically.
Yeah, whenever I see that, I almost immediately suspect Root Cave.
Yeah, it's most likely Root Cave. It could also be Triclops Pit, but there would Space Jam would be enough for Triclops Pit.
All right, well, we got a Prime Energy Tank in Transport B access, so nothing of importance there for the moment. We'll be back probably for that after a warp to start, because Prime, especially if Area is late to the bandwagon, would certainly love that. No idea what that is in Temple Assembly Site.
Yeah, Varia is a topic for itself lately. I feel like Varia has been either super early or extremely late in the progression chain with tournament logic.
Indeed, but we get early space jump boots courtesy of Storage Cavern B here, but whatever is in TAS, it looks like Bash and Audraxis are both not interested.
An E-Tank extra for Prime, nice.
Alright, so yeah, for the time being, not really much divergence for both of our runners. With Echoes only getting Space Jump, really the only thing that can be done is to go to Aegon, and I did miss what that hint said, but Audraxis will tell us again. It was a missile-related upgrade. I couldn't quite tell who that belonged to. Let me check on the playback. It is Prime 1's missile-related upgrade. That is dead. And the elevator hint is our next up on the docket, and this reads that Reggie's space jump is in GFMC, so, Prime space jump, either on GFMC, the crate, or the ship. We're on Old Patcher, so we could take a run over there and take a gamble for that.
And that's exactly what Bash is doing. Yeah, with a hint as powerful as Prime Space Jump, you probably want to go for the gamble. Oh! Are we not going for it?
I'm not quite sure what this
Oh, it was just to open the gate for later, okay.
makes sense.
I
All
just
right.
love that Baja was just as confused as we.
All right, and what's all the goodies in Main Plaza? I see a Sky Temple key on Grapple Ledge. I see that looked like a visor or maybe a translator in Half Pipe, and I have no idea what that is in Vault Ledge.
I think
Oh,
that's Amber.
Yep.
Yes,
That's
that is
Amber.
Amber.
Yeah, still couldn't get a good view at Vault Ledge. All right, Bash taking a look inside comm area, but the item does not look like it's got an aura, so not particularly visible. We're going to get a reliquary check.
We're getting main PBs for Echoes as well. Gallery.
So that actually puts GFMC in logic as well.
So it's probably gonna be on the crate.
That's a very well-timed main power bomb. And on furthermore, if this is Space Jump in GFMC crate, that means Reggie's going to be able to get a Sky Temple key and Amber Translator before Bash moves to Aegon, which is a very good start.
Absolutely. Having Amber early is going to help for the hints extremely. It's going to make hint routing a lot easier.
And
And
indeed it is. Okay.
Both games early Space Jump, not bad. Not a bad start.
Perfectly logical Space Jump, I might add too. You know, it's not like my last race where Lightbeam was in Profane Path, and my Space Jump was an underground tunnel. That was, suffice it to say, not a pleasant scene from a logic standpoint.
Be glad about Profane Path. I jumped 2 seats. One had Prime Space Jump in TTS, and one had.
That is a unique item in Grand Wind Chamber, I believe. I believe that might be another visor system, but I can't quite make it out. Yeah, I think it's Echo Visor. Interesting.
That's locked by Dark and Lightwood access. Logically, I think Grapple Beam.
Yes, Dark and Light World at least. That looked like Sunburst.
That was Sunburst.
Okay. Yeah, it's Dark and Light, Boost Ball, and Secret Missiles. And some way to get to this platform on the far side of Wind Chamber.
Yeah.
We're going to get a quick check of the tree here.
And Echo's E-Tank.
Okay. Oh, it is Dark Visor in Grand Wind Chamber. Thank you, Audraxis, for scanning that for us. Okay. So, Dark Visor in that particular spot is a very weird place for it.
Absolutely.
I did not see also, I blinked and I missed what the reliquary hint was if Bash Prime checked it.
Yeah, Bash scanned it. I wasn't able to see the peak there.
Ooh, and Transport AXS has Morph Ball bombs.
Okay.
Prime bombs.
Prime name's Morph.
In the meantime, there is a progressive suit in Vault. Now, this is some real interesting... we're actually at a bit of a logic conundrum here, because those bombs are currently locked by either Emerald Translator or Dark Visor Secret Missiles, which we already know Dark Visor is Secret Missile locked, so that has to be Emerald. That's the logical key for those bombs. Curious.
Yeah, Emerald is most likely just gonna pop off early then.
Yeah, there's a good bet, especially with main power bombs. There's a lot we can do in Aegon. Main power bombs and space jump. So that gets us to Command Center. That gets us to... that's a way out from Bomb Guardian. There is a lot Echoes can do in this early Aegon loop here.
Yeah. So Echoes should be moving for quite a bit with main PBs and space jump. I'm more worried about Prime, because we're already entering logical BK, given that we have no Morph Ball.
Well, we'll see Dynamo Chamber here from Bash Prime. This is a good bet that this could be something important, but it is not. It's just a refund.
It's vanilla.
Spend a bomb, get a bomb. All right, and this item here is actual Morph Ball.
Oh, wow. To be honest, I'm a bit surprised Bash didn't pick it up earlier, considering Bash got main PBs while scanning the reliquary hint.
No, Bash didn't get main PBs then. Oh, hi. That's Echo's Boost Ball in Arbor Chamber.
Plasma locked.
Among other things.
Well, currently Plasma and Grapple locked, yeah.
But yeah, Bash did not have power bombs until... It wasn't immediate. Actually, it was when Bash was checking the reliquary hint. That's a good shout. But I guess my guess is that he was more concerned about grabbing Space Jump for Uncle Reggie.
Yeah. I mean, with the info about where Space Jump is, you probably want to beeline that, because Space Jump at least gives Prime the option to move.
So I believe now everything up to Morph Ball bombs is in logic. Well, not Morph Ball bombs. Everything up to Light Beam is in logic. Bombs are still not... Prime bombs are still out of logic. Echo's Boost is out of logic. But that is a big speed advantage right now for Bash Prime.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have no idea what that was in Mining Plaza. Ooh, Bash gave me a great look there. I'll be able to check that on the playback. Give me a second. I believe that is an Echo's missile, but let me double check one more time. I'm fairly confident that's an Echo's missile.
The gravity suit was... Okay, what energy controller was that for gravity?
I believe that said Command Center.
Oh, was it Command Center? I thought it was an energy controller. I could be wrong, though. Command Center, okay, yeah.
Yep. Oh, you're looking at the same backup feed that I am. That's convenient. Okay, so it looks like Reliquary is a missile-related upgrade of some kind, which has to be dead because that Seeker's locked anyway. So... Alright, so Reliquary is not reliquired today.
Good pun.
Thank Bash Prime for that one. What's in Mining Station A? I have no idea. I hear them everywhere. They're coming. Can't eat, can't sleep. They'll eat me. Eat!
Okay, Sandcash always is promising with early Ember. Oh, that is perfect timing for Reggie here.
And today is no exception.
Oh, that's a stand-up I've never seen before.
This seed has been just get everything you need at when you need it, no earlier. So far.
Yeah.
Main power bombs.
So far this has been a rather generous seed, given the amount of progression that comes early.
Alright, looks like a missile tank in Transport Center for Echoes. So not something that Aldraxis is going to rush immediately. Not that she can anyway, because bomb issues. Umos 2 is dead.
With that wave beam, the Prime players should be able to actually move a lot. So for the first 20 minutes, Prime players should definitely not be in BK.
With VMR shenanigans, I believe they could make it to Workstation. Not in logic, of course, but they could do it.
In theory, yes.
And we do know that there is another energy tank lying around in Transport B access.
Yes. Though with that wave beam and the equipment we have right now, we might even be able to go till anti-chamber. Regarding on the items that come next.
Maybe.
Oh, hello, Echo. Okay.
Alright, that is out of logic. That's locked by Emerald Translators, so Emerald Translators gotta show up sometime soon, because it's locking a lot of goodies. Another energy tank in Shrine. Alright, so that's 4 now known, so I'm fairly certain unless Bash got the one in Transport B access.
And oh my god, Reggie goes out to Main Plaza and Bash Prime finds super missiles. The timing.
Well, that being said, that 4th energy tank for Bash Prime is certainly good to have for damage for enemies, but Dark World won't be too much of an issue since I would wager Uncle Reggie's next stop is to go pick up the Dark Suit and Vault.
Yeah, that was a strong visual pick as well.
So yeah, this is definitely looking like a seed where we're going to get a lot done available to us. The problem is, usually when this happens, we're hunting later. So we'll see how that plays out.
It's good to have a decent amount of progression in the early game, but the more progression you get, the higher is just the risk that it just opens way too much and you just have to look anywhere.
Indeed. Now, we have logical access up to Command Center courtesy of Morph Ball power bombs for echoes. We can do... Light Beam was in logic, so we can do Vent. We can't do Vent Area A because no bombs. We can't do Sand Canyon because no screw attack. So yeah, that side of Aegon really not worth going to yet.
Light Beam might be for a play into labs later, logically.
Could be. I would wager we're not going to see that until probably Super Missiles or Dark Beam, if such the case.
Most likely. Unless I accidentally gendered Vanilla Dark Beam Seed. Not trying to curse it here.
Hey, you know, I could use a replacement once I retire as a best seed roller.
Should I also be sitting there with your punchline to not call it on purpose?
if you're so inclined.
Oh, there's gravity, yeah. So what does gravity actually give us right now?
If we could actually find a Varia suit lying around workstation.
Because technically we're thermal and ice away from having logical minds access.
Yeah.
And, again, Renovania likes to put gravity, to put Varia somewhere where Varia is not supposed to be in.
Varia could theoretically be in mines if we get ice and thermal. And that would be disgusting, but also hilarious.
It would be interesting to see if we'd actually go for the logical play there or just start to VMR and hope for the better chunk of checks to have more progression. Looks like Reggie is going for a training chamber out of bounds while Elias is checking. Ooh, that's a red key in Tower of
Yeah,
Light.
that is one of the Inghive keys, as hinted.
Oh, it's a meme key. I see.
Unfortunately. Yeah, how are we looking on? We have actually not seen an artifact read yet, mainly because our Prime Runners have been able to keep themselves busy. Typically, we won't see a hint read until such time as the runners have a few minutes to kind of chill a bit, wait for progression from echoes. So not the case yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a nice scan dash into the Shrine Ledge for Elias out of Tower of Light. Alright, looks like Audraxis can get in. Yeah, with power bombs, you have to move your power bomb a lot further to the left of that upper grate. Otherwise, there's a chance the power bomb won't quite catch the boxes. And if it doesn't catch the boxes and you fall in there, you're soft locked. That is a Sky Temple key.
And we're starting with the bad keys.
I mean, we already have Wave Beam and Super Missiles. We just need a couple ball upgrades. That's not the worst Sky Temple key in the universe right now.
No. Oh, that is Boost Ball.
Prime Boost? Oh yeah, it has to be Prime Boost.
That was Prime Boost Ball if I didn't missee it.
Alright, so it looks like Uncle Reggie's just gonna come out of Train Chamber the intended way.
A Central Mining Station. I didn't... What was in Central Mining Station? That's a good question.
I did not see that, actually.
Yeah, Reggie has to do a bit annoying double bomb jump out of here.
But does it nonetheless. And then I think has to fight Ghosts question? Never mind. This door does not lock.
No. Oh, never mind. Okay, I
Okay.
didn't see correctly. No, if you are wrong room, the cutscene won't lock the door.
Interesting. All right, and the X-ray visor reveals that this is a. I'm gonna have to check the playback on that one.
Yeah, that was not being visible at all.
Yeah, it's. Reggie's gonna take a lava bath, but has enough energy to deal with it. That is. I still can't tell what that is.
I mean, to be fair, gravity makes life a lot easier when it comes to magma pool.
Indeed, we are seeing that that check from Audraxis for central mining. And was that a key? No, it was a burger. So that could explain why Bash Prime skipped it, because he's already got 4. We're going to get a meeting grounds peak here. Amorbis is guarding an energy transfer module. Thanks, game.
Dead
Actually,
worms.
yeah, actually, that is a really good hint. That does mean dead worms. I can see making a quick detour to read that hint. Hints and echoes are very powerful.
I very much like that we do this right now. A Hall of the Elders without bombs would also be a good idea, yeah. But I very much like that we go for those hints now, where Prime still has a decent chunk of stuff to do. Because grabbing them later while Prime is in BK would always be a lot of time loss that could come.
Yeah, on the subject of time loss, look at Elias here pulling ahead of Uncle Reggie in this Watery Hall check, despite a bit of a slower start in Chozo.
Yeah, that makes the magma pool out of bounds for Reggie.
Yes, of course. Yeah, on the flip side, Reggie has done that out of bounds. But yeah, nothing in the Watery Hall neighborhood or Dynamo yet. Let's see what's down here. Even more missiles.
Nice instant ammo from Bash side. So yeah, up so far there... Oh my god. I did not call this on purpose, Captain.
Jay. Wow, that's a huge...
did it again.
That is a huge break for Team Aether Tablet here.
Every time I press the gem button in a tournament race, a beam gets shuffled vanilla.
It's funny you mention that. That has been an unprecedentedly common occurrence here to see a Vanilla Dark or Vanilla Dark beam, especially in this tournament.
I feel like it's more vanilla wave beam that has been rather unskippable. But wow. That is actually huge for Aether tablets.
It's especially worse for Prime because they don't get the luxury of those hints that Echoes does. At least not yet. Maybe there'll be a way one day. That is an Echoes beam-related upgrade in Dark Oasis. Meanwhile, that is either a backpack... Yeah, it's a backpack.
It is backpack. We will probably come back for that later.
Now, that beam-related upgrade in Dark Oasis is interesting. That could very well be Annihilator. It was in our first race of the brackets. Me and Arrow's first race of the brackets. Versus these two, no less. Versus Elias and Audra. Oh, Progressive Suit in Hive Chamber B. That is an early, perfectly logical light suit with a screw attack locked by Dark Beam in Storage B. Wow, it's all coming up. Bees?
Yeah, we're really getting all the pieces together slowly but surely.
I mean, it makes sense. Storage Cavern B had Space Jump, Storage B had Screw Attack, Hive Chamber B had Light Suit. What's next? Phazon Suit and Storage Depot B?
Probably. Still, the question is, where the hell is Emerald?
Right, because the Prime Bombs are still out of logic. Now, the Dark Beam is not, though, so the amount of places Emerald could logically be has unfortunately skyrocketed now that both beams are in play.
Yeah.
For that matter, I'm sure Echoes wouldn't mind getting their bombs sometime soon.
I like the idea of feeding Pit, though. Bash is missing Dark Suit, and Audra is missing Light Suit.
Well, no, Bash has light suit. Audra's missing.
Yeah.
Audra is missing.
No, I'm.
Light suit.
Yeah, I messed that up. Bash
Yeah.
is missing Dark Beam. Audra is missing Light Suit for Feeding
Yeah.
Pit.
Yeah. Yeah, that is unfortunate to miss out on Feeding Pit. So Bash is going out of bounds in Dark Missile Trooper's room. This is an interesting play. Yeah, the item respawns here because there's no bombs in Bash's inventory yet. Oh, Annihilator Beam, Lower Furnace? Okay. That beam-related upgrade in Dark Oasis is dead.
Though that still might be bad for Bash Reggie, because that Annihilator might put them further away from Vanilla Dark Beam.
Unfortunately, yes, it does grant Dark World access. So this is an out-of-bounds... What is this out-of-bounds for right now for Bash? Is this a play 2 Hall of Honor dead?
I'm not too sure.
So, luckily, let me just explain what happened on the bottom right of your screen there. So, Adraxis tried to unmorph, to roll shot the portal, but unfortunately, when you unmorph close to a door, you end up facing the door, and the beam shot goes wherever the camera is, which just so happened to be in front of a Phazon canister. It hurt, but luckily it was not deadly.
Also, that screw attack was in a good position to pick up gravity boost right off the bat.
Indeed. Oh yeah, because Bash Prime would not be able to get that reliably at this time. Not without, at the very least, Spider Ball.
Watch how it's going to be Vanilla Ice Beam.
Alright, I see that Bash Prime is reset here. I'm not quite sure what happened back in the Hive transport area.
Oh no. Oh?
Gonna see an IBJ here?
Hmm.
Triple bomb jump.
Nicely done. The triple bomb jump is, at least in my opinion, a lot harder than the HBJ you could do here. Nicely done on Reggie's side.
Indeed. All right. Has Jay cursed the seed even more? Is it Vanilla Ice Beam? Okay, it is not.
See?
Now, that being said, let's see. We have Logical Dark and Light Beam. Where was that Annihilator again? That was in Lower Furnace. So that's out of logic until Emerald shows up still because, again, there's only two ways to get to that area. It's either Emerald Translator or Dark Visor and Seekers to get out of the Sacred Bridge side. But we know where Dark Visor is. It's Seeker Missile locked in Grand Wind Chamber. So that way's off the table. So it's still an Emerald lock for those bombs, which we still haven't found.
Yeah, up so far the seed is a mess. It has exactly come as I predicted it. We got so many items that now there's a gigantic chunk in logic. Because as soon as Bash would go for the lab play here, Bash would find Vanilla Dark Beam and Screw Attack as well. So this is a very, very weird amount of progression for the early game, especially for the Echo side, which I am very afraid of Prime ending in BK here very, very soon.
It's possible because Echoes at this particular point in time, let me see, Echoes has Torvus access through the front door, courtesy of Light and Dark Beams and Dark Suit. Amber and Light let them go through the temple. So they have Torvus access.
We have Logical Sank access. We could go to... We're actually only missing Dark Visor, or Seekers in Dark Visor, logically, to have Hive Entrance be a thing.
Sank Entrance, in the meantime, needs Spider Ball at least. So.
Yes. So Reggie is going to Heat Run here. Oh, interesting.
With 4 E-tanks and a suit for some DOT resistance here, I definitely agree with this play, because at this point, I think Prime actually really does have about nothing to do at the moment.
It's not only it's not like it's only a suit, it's 2 suits.
Oh
We
yeah,
have
that's
gravity.
right. We're on vanilla damage reduction. I forgot about that. So yeah, it's 20% reduction, which again, it does include DOTs. What is that? ETM. So yeah, normally it's 10 damage per second, but it's only 8 with gravity.
Ooh, this is going to be very close. We need about 50 health for the tunnel on itself. So Reggie really doesn't want to get hit by the turret here.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, with only 10 seconds to go to clear the tunnel here, Uncle Reggie's just going to abort transport Tunnel A until such time when he has been healed.
Yeah, probably just gonna play for the safe station and come back.
Ooh, no, Draxus is going to do one of my personal favorite screw attack tricks here. Screw attack for the Grand Wind Chamber item.
Wanna pray that we're not too far on the left side though, because that is a soft block trick.
Indeed.
Can very easily soft block here, so we want to be a bit more careful.
Yeah, the way I like to handle this particular particular trick is I like to slope jump. I like to have my L cursor at that pylon, that center pylon in the wall there. So that way I have a bit of a steeper angle into the wall so that I'm less likely to slide off to the right. So I have to sort of bend my slope jump a little, if you will.
Yeah.
That's my personal preference for doing this trick.
Oh! Bash is going for Dark Labs first.
And Aldraxis gets it with relative ease.
Very nicely done.
All right, well, this is going to get Feeding Pit, which contains nothing special. Not punished on Aether Tablet's side.
But we're going to find Screw Attack here, right?
No. Screw Attack was in storage.
Oh, it was a storage B?
Bash will eventually find Screw Attack, yeah, but actually, Bash is soft locked here. Oh, well, no. Bash can get to Battleground, but this is a soft lock.
Yeah.
Because unless super missiles are just chilling in Battleground.
It doesn't look that promising.
Which they are not. And yeah, I think it just hit him. It's a soft lock.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think Uncle Reggie wanted to get to Warrior Shrine, but Scandash didn't quite get the distance.
That's unlucky. Limited influence while heat running can really make your day be a lot worse. Uh-oh. Okay, we're taking the Death Warp here.
Yeah, I figured, Emerald Translator in Profane Path, put into logic by the Annihilator Beam.
Oh my god, that's Profane Path locking Prime Bombs.
Profane Path locking Prime Bombs.
Oh my god.
This has been an insane week for Profane Path, let me tell ya.
This is a logical masterpiece.
Yeah, it seems that despite Team Green versus Orange getting kind of a nice early start with how convenient their Wave Beam and Power Bombs showed up, now looking like a lot better of a case for Aether Tablet, with, I believe, Aldraxis only missing the Light Suit and Hive Chamber B, which at the moment we haven't had a use for yet, so...
We don't know, again. We're Seekers away from Hive Entrance, and I'm fairly certain that we are, with the amount of E-Tanks that both Echoes players already have, I'm fairly certain that we didn't get Light Suit just for damage resistance.
Oh, hang on, what?
What happened?
Annihilator was in Lower Furnace, but
Wait.
that needs bombs.
Wait.
Oh, it's...
oh.
Dark and Light... Secret Missiles have to show... Do Secret Missiles have to show up somewhere else? Oh, I think you had to just get Prime...
Oh, are you just supposed to get Prime Bombs and wait till you can get out?
You're supposed to get Prime Bombs, and those bombs lock Secret Missiles. That's what's happening here. So yeah, let me explain this to you, chat. It's possible that a logic may have you stop for a minute and do stuff. So have you stop for a minute while the other game gets the item that lets you get out of an otherwise point of no return. So what's happening here is the prime bombs, or where was Emerald Translator again?
Emerald Translator was Profane Path.
Right.
Wait. With Emerald is Profane Path. That means, oh my.
Can you be expected to do that in a one-time shot on your first pass?
I am very unsure. You can't do Furnace without bombs, so Annihilator is out of the question. I mean, you can pick up Dark Beam without bombs, though.
Okay, I think I see this now. So you had to, yeah, it's a first run logic conundrum. Let me explain. The Echoes player is expected to go in their first run through GFMC, go get bombs, and then stay there. Basically stay there, while Bombs gets Annihilator Beam to allow the Echoes player to go and get Emerald Translator so they can escape. So you're also logically expected to get that Echo Visor before going in there. So yeah, you're not expected to pass Sacred Bridge until after you've picked up Echo Visor. So yeah, it's a one-way logic conundrum that we've got going on here. Meanwhile, Uncle Reggie's just chilling in a non-heated room, ironically, waiting for an energy tank or something so that he may continue to proceed into back into Triclops pit.
Yeah, Reggie really wants to keep that boost ball.
There is, I believe that is Prime's main power bombs in Underground Tunnel. In the meantime, let's read some hints. MQB, let's go. Lower Mines, you love to see it.
Required super missiles, but we have them already.
Cache A, that's free. That can be done without secret missiles. Plaza access, that's free.
We already have boost balls, so no worries about that.
Culling chamber, that's free. Well, it's free when we get into Sank. Elite quarters.
X-ray had to be useful for something, you know.
Hydro chamber storage. Anyone feel like some fried fish?
It's always the last ones that kick down.
And I believe Uncle Reggie still has a few more to read because he's got no artifacts. Transit station. Okay, that's free.
Okay. That's okay. Well, it requires Spider that we don't have yet, but Spider's also...
Olear. I mean, that's also free, but
it's for the memes.
It's also very out of the way. And Hazing Cliff. Okay, so Spider's Treasure has 2 artifacts.
So probably not the best play to go for Spider's Treasure early then.
Elias's Beam can be found in Sanctuary Fortress is what that hint just read. That is an excellent hint that leads to Ice or Plasma. I think that's all 9 of them, yeah? Yes, it is. So MQB, Cache A, Plaza Access, Culling Chamber, OP, Blog, Transit Station, O'Lear, and Hazing Cliff. All right. I mean, I would say it's about 50-50 on the hints. I mean, there's a couple bosses and a couple of lousy spots, but a few other keys are artifacts are pretty free.
Yeah. So, Bashing Graph Boost. This is exactly what I was talking about. Prime is soon getting into very severe problems, given that we have not really much to do anymore.
Yeah, Uncle Reggie, unfortunately, not going to check Fendrana.
May I just point out that this is exactly what I was talking about, because we now get to see, with a very good chance, we now get to see that Ice Beam pops up and Thermal as well, and suddenly we have logical minds.
Yeah, I'm trying to just think this through. There's the Prime Grapple Beam in Torvis Temple.
That puts us a beam away from having... Oh, that's Seeker Missiles. That's not Grapple, right? Was that?
No, it's Plasma. Or grapple beam, rather.
Oh, it's grapple, yeah.
Yeah. It was too bright yellow to be seeker missiles.
Yeah, it looked like Seekers through the cutscene.
So, I'm trying to think this through right now. Lava Lake was dead, to answer your question, chat. We can't check this unless this is bombs, in which case, OMG, that is stupid. I think, yeah, bombs could be in Torva's Temple access on a good day. Sewer attack does work to break that gate, but I think power bombs work. Do power bombs work as well? I'm not sure. On the note of power bombs, we're going to see Sand Canyon here, which contains a missile. We can't go to Mining Station B yet. There's no safe way out without bombs. Bombs could be in Storage A. Ew.
It's hilarious that we have 2 artifacts in Spider's Treasure and a hinted Prime Beam in Sank, and the one item from Spider's Treasure that was not an artifact is the one in Sank.
That's a very interesting coincidence. That could be where our hinted beam just so happens to be chilling at.
Yeah. This is interesting to route, but it's very, very awful for the Prime players.
Yeah, and I'm sure all of our runners are scratching their heads wondering what was the chain for Morph Ball bombs in the first place. That looks important. Is that Phazon suit? No, it's Various suit.
Oh, okay. So that solves the issues for Elias.
Yep, perfectly logical Various suit. Unfortunately, as per traditional Echoes runs, not enough power bombs to get through. I hate it when that happens, and it happens almost all the bloody time. Alright, now, Adraxis is still unfortunately missing out on Light Suit. Now, luckily it's in Echoes, so it might get hinted, and she did, however, think there to not go through Portal Chamber, because that would have been a soft lock with no bombs. But was not interested in doing Cache Seeker lists. Unfortunately, that will delay an artifact for Elias. Alright, Bash Prime going out of bounds again here. This might be for Profane Path. Is it? No, this angle...
Sure.
No, this angle is for something else.
This is for Torvus. No, this is not for Torvus. What are we doing?
Yeah, I think Bash is going to be wall crawling around here to get down the Emerald Gate.
Is this a play for Dark Visor?
It's a play to go to Profane Path. Because Bash does not have Emerald Translator... Yeah, because here's the thing. You're expected to get this in your first run. Like, if Bash pulls this off, then everybody's fine. But if Bash can't do this, there is actually a logical... well, actually, you can just go back through GFMC. You have power bombs. Also, if power bombs were not available, we would actually have a nightmare scenario here where we could potentially have a dead file. If power bombs had not shown up. But not the case, thankfully.
Aura just got Spider Ball. I think that was Short Tunnel? Yeah, it's probably Short Tunnel.
I thought it was... it might have been a Spider Ball in Short Tunnel, yeah. Alright. Oh, that's probably why Uncle Reggie doesn't want to bail out of Magmore yet. Probably wants to pick up that Spider Ball before taking the death.
Possible, but it's... Reggie doesn't have a PB right now, and we haven't seen a Prime Power Bomb expansion. I am very unsure where Elias has theirs from. So...
I'm actually not sure where Elias got his power bomb from. Alright, so it looks like Abash has successfully ceiling warped past the Emerald Gate, and is now going to be retrieving Emerald Translator. There's going to be some huge questions from these two once this Emerald Translator is revealed.
I am very much confused right now.
Yeah.
Because, I guess you could rush for the hint and go through Spider's treasure.
Well, you can't get to Spider's treasure because no bombs.
Oh yeah, no bombs. Yeah, you're right.
The bombs are the big problem here.
Bombs are going to be in Research Lab Hydra.
Oh yeah, Prime actually can keep themselves quite busy at the moment because of the various suits. So yeah, it's possible Echo's bombs are pretty... Actually, Echo's bombs could be very buried now.
Actually, we're thermal
Especially...
away from having Echo's bombs on TARDIS.
Hey, why not? But yeah, I hope I get to explain this Emerald Conundrum to our runners in the interview, because I am so excited for this. I am so excited to explain this logic chain. Because again, while we have a minute here, while there's a bit of downtime, since our runners are kind of backpedaling between each other's checks and we're waiting for Elias to get to, or Reggie to get to labs, the logic expected you to make sure you had Echo Visor before going through GFMC. Go get the Echo's bombs in Transport A access through the Great Bridge entryway. Then stay there until you were given Annihilator Beam via those bombs in Lower Furnace, at which point you can go get Emerald Translator in Profane Path to let yourself out.
Yeah, so we're rolling again on Reggie's side. I don't think that boost ball is going to be that important right now.
Hopefully not.
Well, yes, it's giving us a good amount of speed. There is nothing that really requires boost for us currently. I guess the best thing to require boost ball would be Observatory, but I know that Reggie can definitely pull off the Observatory scan dash.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Reggie did spend a very large amount of time in that sort of idle state waiting for either an energy tank or Variosuit or something to let him proceed, so it's going to really eat into Green versus Orange's time here.
Yeah.
Especially given what Team Aether tablets picked up in such time. They've picked up Variosuit, they've picked up the knowledge about a beam and sank.
Yeah, the beam and sank, we have Spider Ball. Elias already having a PB expansion. There's a lot to catch up for GVO.
Indeed. Now, this is lower brackets, so whoever does not win this match tonight will meet it with a terrible fate, as we say in Majora's Mask, and be knocked out.
Yeah, this is knockout.
Doesn't appear to be anything of importance in nope, nothing of importance in Chapel. Aldraxis picks up Light Suit, so that's really the only advantage Bash Prime had on Aldraxis before now, so unfortunately just nothing that can come up with that Light Suit just yet. Alright, Bash's first objective here is going to be to read the hint. And that's, oh right, the underground tunnel main power bombs. Those are perfectly in logic courtesy of Emerald Translator, so... actually, no, they're not.
Nope. I was about to say
they need
supers.
bombs.
We also need supers.
We also need supers. Alternatively, Seeker missiles to
Yeah,
go through the
Seekers
Torvus
would do
elevator.
Yeah, Seekers would do it.
So yeah, bombs or Seeker missiles would give us logical prime power bombs. Although prime power bombs, I don't think have yielded anything yet. In the meantime, I think Aldraxis is going to be the first to check GFMC ship and probably route in a Fortress transport access check on top of this. This is a very good play, given the circumstances. And let's see. She already has Dark Visor, so...
Honestly, I'd push for the beam right now. With the info about the beam and sank, I'd probably push for that.
Oh, Bash's missile-related upgrade is in Poison Bog. That could actually be Seeker missiles. There's nothing stopping us from getting it, actually.
No, it can't be. Seekers are locking Dark Visor.
Yes, they are. Valid point. That's fair play. So
there
yeah,
is something
that's
in
dead.
there that Reggie wants. Never mind.
Aegon keys, Magmor, Phendrana, and Mines. So Prime has both the Inghive and Aegon keys all together.
We already
Interesting.
know that the worm keys are dead. Oh my god, they're supers.
Sure. Okay, now Light Suit's pulling some weight.
Yeah, that is a very important item for Echoes.
That's potentially hints if Aldraxis wants to go out of bounds for that. Let's see what she decides to do to respond to this.
It could be. The issue is, even with Barrier and with Wave Beam, Elias has maybe 10 to 15 minutes of movement anymore. That's what I'm afraid of. So, the same goes for Reggie, honestly.
Yeah, they're both running out of steam here. Once they get to labs, they'll be finished here. But the problem is we still have no way into Sanctuary right now. We still have no clue where secret missiles are. We have no clue where bombs are. This is a very strange seed. Bad enough we already had that logical conundrum for Emerald Translator.
Yeah. That's a valid point that Nai is making. Technically, Warrior's Walk is a good pick here. Warrior's Walk or... I mean, we can't reach Storage Sea without bombs, can we? No, we can. We can from behind.
Ooh, Plasma Beam has been found in Ruined Courtyard, which means Sanctuary must contain Ice Beam, and that also puts Echo's Boost Ball into logic.
So Reggie turning around for Magmor again punishes them here.
Oh, it does. Alright, so yeah, that puts... Okay, so Echo's Boost is now in logic, so that is now logical Sank Entrance, I believe. With Audraxis having Spider Ball. Bombs in Sank Entrance. It actually could be a thing.
I had it.
Because, yeah, you don't need bombs to go past the second spider track in Upper Sank Entrance. You can just boost over to it in this difficulty. Oh, yeah.
Reggie is still trying to go for the boost ball there.
It's also just hit me. We haven't been able to check Jump Guardian yet because we haven't had a way into early Aegon. Because we haven't had super missiles or bombs.
Yeah.
This would be the silliest thing ever if bombs are on Jump Guardian.
This could have been a beautiful bombs on a mobile seat. No,
I was about to say, could it?
It's 7 a.m. My brain's shutting off.
But yeah, we know a Morbus could. What is? Oh no, Echo's bombs can't possibly be on Chica. You can't get through Torva's Temple access.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking, but unfortunately.
So much to a Morbus having bombs, huh? That's a red key.
That is probably a worm key. We know one worm key is hinted here.
Yeah.
All right, Aldraxis making a quick pit stop in defeating Pit, and Bash is going to go out of bounds here. Casually just rolls right into the tunnel. Did he mean to do that? Oh, he must have force morphed. Yeah, that's a soft lock. This has been an out-of-bounds extravaganza from Team Green versus Orange here.
Not as far as I know, Baha.
No, yes.
Logically, the seed leaves me clueless, to be honest, because... Where the hell are bombs? It's like...
Well, they could be behind super missiles here in Warrior's Walk. They could be literally anywhere in Dark Aegon now. Not there.
It could also be in Sank Entrance, which I prefer Sank Entrance.
BTW, Reggie, you okay, buddy?
Reggie got boost. Reggie will be happy to have finally brought boost to Phendrana.
Yes, I can see that. After surviving by the skin of his teeth, no less. All right, we got Jump Guardian coming up now. This will be a quick, easy pulverizing. Not even going to mince my words on that one.
Was Jump Guardian the solution to our problem? No.
Now, Audraxis has to be...
4?
Nope, Control Tower.
Oh my god.
BTW, locked by the plasma beam that Elias just got in Ruined Courtyard. Can you say buried?
I don't think there was anything plasma locked in early 10 that would be worth picking up now.
I don't think so. I don't think we saw anything on that regard.
Yeah.
Wow. So let me see if I can get this logic chain together. So you had to do that whole chain that I just mentioned earlier just for Prime Bombs and Emerald Translator. Nothing of significance in Research Lab Aether. So that you can take the bombs. You have to go also get Various Suit. You have to also go get Various Suit in... Good grief, where was Various Suit again?
Putrid Alcove.
Putrid Alcove, yes. So in Putrid Alcove gives you... Oh, Spider Ball and Quarantine Monitor. Who put that there?
French vanilla. Good stuff.
So despite all that issues we've been having earlier, we are now suddenly in potentially Phazon Suit Go mode. There's a lot of potential ways we could skip Secret Missiles here. And with bombs in tow, now we can finally go to Sanctuary.
The thing is, Reggie's going for Thardus right now, so Reggie needs to go to labs after and pick up bombs. So yes. This is still giving Aether Tablet a good lead here.
Indeed. Now, Bash is spending some time on Cache A Seeker list. Now, Bash is electing for the lower left and precise screw here. The way I was trained on this is I like to jump from the mushroom and target the lower left and then lower right. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I like to jump from the mushroom into the lower left and then shoot the lower right lock, and then that gives me a little more leeway to screw in my screw attack angle. Not so much on the screw attack time, but that's my preferred method for Cache Secretless. But nevertheless, Bash has picked up the artifact, and Reggie can finally have an artifact on the board.
Nice wall boost by Bash.
Yeah, that too. Nothing of importance in Venomous Pond. Alright, so Bash is just going to do that again.
This one is worse, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but getting it quickly done, let's go.
I remember doing this in a multi-world once.
Yeah, wall boosts can be rather painful.
Yeah, it wasn't particularly painful. This particular wall boost isn't super bad, especially if you give it a good wind-up. I think the harder you hit the wall, you get like an extra frame or two to maybe nail the wall boost because of how momentum works.
Those Ice only need tank.
So
Echo's bombs are in Control Tower.
Yeah, locked by Plasma Beam in Ruined Courtyard, access to which was locked by Various Suit in Putrid Alcove.
The even better part is, where were Prime Bombs and how was the logic chain for that? Because that's the part where it's get funny.
Oh yes, you're gonna again, just for those coming in, you're gonna love this. Draxa says, Chad points out, is skipping Aegon Energy Controller. Yeah, because, I mean, that's an easy brain fart to have at this stage, because it's not normal that we see Echo's bombs 50 minutes into a seed. But, yeah, the logic for Prime Bombs was that Echoes had to go pick them up and transport A-Access and then sit there until Prime got them Annihilator Beam in Lower Furnace so that they could go get Emerald Translator in Profane Path to let themselves out.
I have to say, That Shikaki on Tharas might be good to have right now, because we still haven't seen SDK hints, and Chica is not hinted that yet.
That's a very good point. We've seen a handful of Sky Temple keys, so if it is required, it can't be for Tutu. It's not likely to be for much. That being said, nothing's stopping it from being Phrazon suit. Aether Tablet is, however, Elias is going to make that detour to Arbor Chamber now to go grab the Boost Ball. So that's going to be Audraxis pretty much evened out now compared to Bash Prime, except now one-upping Bash with those super missiles.
And the spider.
Oh yes, I keep forgetting about Spider Ball.
Ooh, Reggie is not going for the labs play here? Oh, we're checking Cho's eyes.
Yeah, with Plasma, that makes sense. It was an Echo Z tank, so nothing of note at the moment.
Also,
Right.
Audraxis is going for the Demon's Tank. Oh, that is a morph-related upgrade in Hive Dynamo.
That is confirmed dead.
Yeah.
At best, that's Cannonball. With bombs, also, the mining station B area is in play, and again, very late bombs, not a usual check to go back for, but at the same time, we'll see what happens. Again, we could see a hints check soon, at which point, and Bash is going to get super missiles, so he may route hints in after this, we'll see. It would actually be one of the better times to do so.
I am unsure if Bash has moved the Darkbeam Crystal block.
Well, even still, he could just go through the temple.
Yeah, fair point. Oh, when we're skipping?
He wants Dark Visor.
Yeah.
But yeah, despite the Plasma Beam pickup, Prime is about to be in BK again until Audraxis can find Ice Beam. And Bash by extension will have to do the same. Where could Ice Beam, what do we have logical access to at this point? Actually, we can pretty much toss the entirety of Sank.
Yeah, that's the issue. We have Watch Station access, we have Watch Station. We have O'Lear, but O'Lear is an artifact. We don't have Spider Guardian, that's a good message. That's the good news.
Sentinel's Path is in play, Quad is in play.
Volt is in play.
Yep, Vault's in play. This is in main Gyro is in play.
Airy.
Airy. Yeah. I mean, it literally could be anywhere at this point. And I think it's only a matter of time now for Elias until Ice Beam shows up. That is a Sky Temple key, so that logically needs Secret Missiles, but we can get around that, as Audraxis will now demonstrate, with a BSJ Screw Attack into this tunnel.
Nicely done. Okay, so Bash got super missiles. Reggie is on their way to Echo's bombs.
Yeah, this, in the meantime, Bash Prime is going to give us Sank Entrance. Sank Entrance without Spider Ball is possible. You just have to do some precise screw attacking.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we're going to see Audraxis get the artifact that is here on O'Lear.
Unfortunately, we are not getting Cobalt hints right now.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate that's the one translator we don't have, but at the same time, with Super Missiles in tow, we can now get the Lower Torvus and Torvus Energy Controller and Underground Tunnel hints, so a lot of new hints are available to us.
And yeah, but we shouldn't... we definitely need to beeline here for the Prime Ice Beam.
Oh yeah, I think what's going to happen is we're going to get Ice Beam, and then Audraxis is going to probably start thinking about getting hints. And then after that point, I would definitely start prioritizing the rest of your hint items, because at this point, what does Echoes can get away with? It's actually possible that Echoes could finish if Seekers don't become an issue. Because there's a world where you could skip secret missiles.
Yeah, but the biggest issue right now is not even like Seeker missiles. The biggest issue right now is phase and suit.
Yes.
Because both parties still don't have that. And it's kind of hard required.
I think Bash just realized that he does not yet have Spider Ball, rather. So what he's going to do here is hop onto this little stake at the edge of the bridge and just slope jump up to the cannon. And it looks like Bash wants whatever that is in Sank entrance. That could be Seeker missiles. Never mind.
We're leaving it for now, at least, but we opened the path to it.
That could also be to read the Cobalt hint later.
Possible.
In the meantime, Elias having 0 issues with Thardus at the moment. We're going to get the watch station checks here. I don't recall watch station being hinted, so this could be something important.
No, the only artifacts we had in Sank was Olear and Transit Station, I think?
Yes. There's also the 2 in Spider's Treasure. So yeah, Hall of Combat Mastery is still very much on the table right now for Ice Beam.
No, we've seen Hall of Combat Mastery already.
Oh, we have? I missed that. My apologies. Unfortunately, that kind of means we're running out of good places where it could be. Like, what have we got left? This, main gyro, vault, Airy, Spider Guardian.
Okay.
Cat West and main research are also both kind of free. And Audraxis may choose to route this into Lower Torvis if she wishes. And meanwhile, Elias is going to get the somewhat bad news that half of the artifacts are bad.
Oh no, I just realized something. We're running a bit close on checks and Sank Map's still opened.
Sank Map is not open because we're missing a Cobalt translator.
Yes, that's the issue.
Processing.
Running a bit low on Sank checks. And Airy and Sank Map are still unchecked.
Yeah, if I had to guess realistically where I think Ice Beam is, I'm honestly going to say this. I think it's here in main gyro. Because that Annihilator and Echo has already been paying its worth in gold.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my god, yes, it is there. Bash is going for Torvis.
So, besides PMT, Prime can now full clear their game.
I very much do not like this Torvis play here. I think we should really hunt down the Ice Beam to keep Prime moving.
Yeah, I think Bash is... Because, yeah, the Ice Beam and Sank hint was... Although, I think the Ice Beam and Sank hint is coming up here in Path of Roots. Oh, wait, no, Bash read that, actually. I take that back. He read that hint already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have that. I'd be surprised if we didn't.
Alright, we got ATS coming up here. I believe that's a Prime Power Bomb? Yes. And it looks like the other item wasn't important. So yeah, I think we're just looking for Phazon suit at this point. For Prime. For Echoes, we could do it Seeker Missiles. We might need Cobalt, but we're really not going to know until we find some more hints. Alright, I guess Vault must have not been important because Audraxis is busting out.
Well, Bash is going for Reggie's mains?
There was another Sky Temple key in Lower Gravity Chamber. Torvis Energy Controller, this is a first pickup, but it's a Prime E.
The hint may be good.
Thermalizer and Hall of Combat Mastery.
Okay, that was Hall of Combat.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at the beams on Elias's auto tracker. Never mind. Oh, wait, no, I am looking at the visors. Oh, wait, no, those are the beams. I keep looking at the beams, the ice and plasma beam, and thinking that they're X-ray and thermal, respectively, but no, they're not. They're below that and in the opposite locations. All right. There's always power bombs in underground tunnel.
So this is a...
There's the backpack hint, which we knew about already. Mondraxis is interested in whatever this is in main reactor core. It is a red key that has to be Torvis. That's 2 Torvis keys. And we still don't have a hint for Chica yet. Elias, in the meantime, is going to finish up that Farfendrana play.
Is Bash looking to enter Sank through Lower Torvis? Routing in the Emerald Hills?
No reason not to, honestly. Or I wouldn't say no reason not to, but it's sensible. Because you do get a lot of checks here, and the hints are pretty important, just in case it's hinting something like never mind.
Yep. And now there is the issue of not hunting down Iceman, because that's gonna hurt OVG at GVO. Oh god, now it begins.
It's okay. I'm sure I screwed it up at some point today too. Ondraxis has frozen. Let me check the race time, make sure it wasn't a catastrophic crash. But yeah, we appear to have lost Ondraxis here. And Bash is going immediately for Alpha Blog. So it seems that Bash is rushing the artifacts.
Yeah.
Because actually, can he get all of them? I think Leno had the artifacts. Could somebody repost the artifacts in chat, please?
God damn it, I usually copy them.
Because, yeah, I'm wondering if Bash is... Okay, and yeah, BSJ out of Alpha Blog. What a shock. Shoutouts to Miguel, by the way, for the awesome 100% Echoes run performed at AGDQ last week.
Yeah, very good performance. I very much enjoyed it. Still, I'd like to say that already with the Phasing Suit and Farfen, not having Ice Beam is going to punish us.
Indeed.
Especially if Reggie does think about doing mines before Farfen.
And based on that thermal visor pickup, Draxus's game is very much still running. Reggie's life support system, we know that's dead already. We've seen Phazon Suit. Quad is dead. Boo. We're getting a ghost play here. I don't think we saw this from Elias earlier. In the meantime, we do need to try and get our Draxus back eventually.
I'm on it.
Oh, thank you, Jay. Sorry. Reggie's movement system is in Torvis Temple. That's Grapple Beam. We're getting a check of the statue here, which is more missiles. That's a beam tank in PPC. I want to say Elias wants a power bomb here. Did not get one by the looks of it. Oh, this might be Elias farming for a drop here. Nope, no such thing there. In the meantime, let's see. Uncle Reggie's just finished up the path to ghosts, and yeah, Bash definitely seems to be rushing artifacts here.
Hello, Red Key.
Oh yeah, that's probably one of the worm or hive keys. Where did you see that vent shaft?
Yes.
And Ghost was a power bomb. All right, so Bash just read the Ice Beam hint again, so he's definitely knows to keep going here. All right. And Ardraxis will be coming back momentarily. We're just waiting on a synchronization, which will put her in Lower Torvis. All right. So let's see what she should... Yeah. Let's see what she decides to do here. It's late. I'm jumbling my words too now.
It's getting late on your side as well.
Yeah, it's about 1:30 a.m.
Yeah.
All right. Doesn't look like there was anything of note in MQA because Elias is just going ahead and moseying on out. Audrax is not having too much difficulty with that statue dodge.
Nicely done, though. I find that to be a lot harder than it should be.
Indeed. You have to, the way I do it is I align myself with one of the notches, the uppermost notch of the spider track as it curves. And I kind of let the morph ball sink on its own a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then boost.
I am still confused, because even if this would be a... No, it can't. It can't. We have an artifact in lower mines.
Yeah. Bash, we now know, is in the room where Ice Beam is chilling at. But,
It doesn't look like we're going for it.
if you're going to use, I see Aaron in chat saying, if you're going to use the save station, Sank, go underneath the alcove towards the door before using this bomb slot. I'm curious as to if that's, is that to stop a loading issue? You hit the procs load for the save room. Ah, it is a loading trick. I will remember that. Thank you, Aaron.
Oh, is Bash going for Ice Beam and Airy?
Maybe.
Oh no, we need to solve the puzzle to check main gyro.
Exactly, because yeah, the switches don't activate until that. What is that? Is that secret missiles? Elias is going for Phazon Mining Tunnel. That's either secret missiles or Cobalt Translator. Secret missiles in Phazon Mining Tunnel.
Oh, I swear to God, I'm genning logical masterpieces.
This isn't even logical. This is just flat out trash. Logical or illogical.
Don't bully my baby, it's doing its best.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
is sorry.
No, this is an A plus C. This is absolutely complete trash. And is that Cobalt Translator right underneath? Oh no, wait, that's the other Inghive key.
That's the other worm key, yeah. But this is definitely One of my favorite seats I've gen so far.
Yeah,
Right after Space Champion Phase and Processing Center.
was that the race me and Arrow had versus
Yes,
you?
versus
That was
Nicely.
that's right. Oh, all right. So Elias has stopped for a moment here.
I can't see anything in the race time though.
I wonder if that was them. That was the Aether Tablet team just debating amongst themselves how to proceed after MQB, because Audraxis is now warping to start, so this is probably a check for hands. I don't see seeker missiles lit up. Did
Oh
they?
no.
Did they send?
I think one of them is disconnected. Yes, Ice is in main gyro. Oh, Bash didn't pick up main gyro.
Not yet, at least. Which it looks like he's heading back. Bash is going to stay on this floor probably until the place is completely tossed. But yeah, it looks like we've got a reset from Audraxis.
I don't know how much progress we're losing with that, to be honest, because we have picked up quite some bit before the last save.
Alright, and... Alright, so Audraxis' last save was in Torvis, which is fine. So the save is reloading. Yeah, I still don't see the Seeker missiles.
Have they not been sent correctly?
Unless I'm imagining things. Yeah, the Seekers still don't look lit up to me.
Let me take a look on their stream to see if they're lit up.
Unless it's just a glitch on the auto tracker, which it could be.
No. I'm pretty sure those are not lit up. Also, we didn't see the pop-up.
So we have a problem here. A big problem.
Yes. I hope that the Seeker missiles did not get eaten by Renovania.
Now, is there a way to fix that if that happens? Because I think this is the first time I've seen this be an issue.
Well, if the Seeker missiles haven't been sent, we could reload a save.
Which
But
she's already
this
done.
No, Elias would. If they haven't been sent, Elias would have to reload a save and pick them up again. Which is a bit of a problem because I think the last save Elias did was Ruined Courtyard.
Yeah. Alright, well, it looks like she's reloading just Nintendo as a whole to see if that...
Yeah, if you are not connected, you need to reload Nintendo.
Yeah, well, let's see if that works. Well, Elias needs to... If this is an item for Audraxis, then he needs to hold off on finishing OP here until this loads back up. In the meantime, Ice delivered to Bash Prime.
The Seeker launchers have definitely been sent. They are in their session.
Okay.
So the reboot should fix this? Hopefully?
Yeah, Elias needs to hold off on... Never mind, this was an artifact. I forgot. OP was required anyway. Alright, now let's see if Audraxis reloads and is given the Seekers. So this is a reload. No, I don't see the Seeker missiles.
I don't see them either. Maybe it just takes some time.
No, that it would have been instant. So I'm not sure what the way to proceed from this is. Audraxis is probably... Unless we have a major issue later down the road, Audraxis is probably just going to have to learn out-of-bounds Sky Temple key hints on the fly here, if she does not know already. Because I know, I recall chat saying earlier Audraxis isn't the most familiar with out-of-bounds, so this is concerning. But yeah, there's been another reset.
Oh, Draxus is marked in-game, though.
I don't know why she's resetting this many times, though.
Oh, we're starting a new save. Oh!
Oh, does she think the file's completely dead?
The thing is, yeah, Baha's making a good point. The E-Tank came through, but the Seekers did not.
Okay. That's a huge problem. I'm not sure how... And as we say that, Bash is doing Seekerless Sky Temple. So we're actually going to find out if Seeker missiles are needed for anything else besides cache.
Even then, we're having a big issue if Audra has to play on a new save. Because there was a lot of progression and echoes.
Yeah, like Vanilla Dark Beam, Light Suit. All right, in the meantime, let's focus on Bash for a second. Let's get the rest of these hints. Elite Control Access. That's Boombox.
Okay.
Yeah. Gravity Chamber lower. We knew that already. Cache B. Not the worst in the world, but a little out of the way. Yeah, now Draxus has Seeker Launcher.
Question is, do we decide to continue on this?
Transit Tunnel South. That's kind of yikes. Torvis
Yeah.
Plaza.
Draxus had already picked that up. The TTS.
The TTS key. Okay. All right, so the keys are free. We don't need Cobalt Translator. They're just a little spread out. Are we doing a hard stop here? What's going on? No contact in the race time room yet.
I very much... So I hope this is just a check for hints and then go back to the other save.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. Now, the problem is, well, actually, Reggie's in Frigate, so nowhere near Seeker missiles right this minute. So, that being said, I don't think that's going to matter.
Yeah, no, Seekers aren't required for anything if you can do the out of bounds.
And Bash has already done Cache A and Seekerless Sky Temple key hints, so actually, theoretically, he doesn't need Seeker missiles anymore.
Yep.
So... this feels especially bad for Aether Tablet because they've been doing so well up to this point. Like, if it weren't for this Seeker kerfuffle, that would put them Aether Tablet in go mode after reading hints.
Yep. We're resetting again.
It's very strange, because I could have sworn we resolved the desync issues when Adraxis came back. And she's reloading the other file. I'm not sure if this is going to help.
Me neither. Let's see if Seeker missiles come in now.
It's starting to...
SDK 4? No, SDK 8. But
Yeah.
the SDK was after.
Yeah, that's the SDK that Elias picked up in Boombox. Yeah, that did not send Seeker missiles. Well, this is a first that I've certainly seen. I don't know if this has popped up anywhere else in the tournament, but this is definitely the first time I've seen this be a major problem.
I don't think so.
Ooh, Bash effortlessly skipping underground tunnel here to get to the plaza access artifact.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
that was a very good gate skip there. It looks like we're just trying to get Elias in go mode.
Yeah, which is the problem though is that unfortunately Audraxis would still have to do cache seekerless, which I'm not sure if she's familiar with.
I don't think that we're going to see that now.
Meanwhile, Elias is getting bullied by that Shadow Trooper, as we see a bar skip attempt from Uncle Reggie.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's ultimately going to be up to Aether Tablet to speak up and figure out how they want to go about and resolve this, because this is nothing we obviously can't do anything from here in the booth. So, yeah, we'll see how they choose to respond to this.
And though this looks more like a Renovania issue.
Yeah, and it's really just unfortunate for Aether Tablet that their run could go down to a glitch here, which again, this is something that I'm sure they can talk over if necessary. We'll figure it out, but in the meantime, let's continue on.
Nice high five by our prime players, by the way.
Indeed.
So the big difference now is going to be that Elias has kept checking everything, and Reggie is most likely just gonna beeline every artifact and go for the artifact hint here.
The Phazon suit hint, you mean?
The Phazon suit hint, yes.
Yeah,
I've
and that
started accepting Phazon suit as the 13th artifact.
Yeah, and Phazon suit was... Remind me again where Phazon suit was hiding at?
In Security Cave.
Security Cave. Okay, so it's in Prime.
Yes.
So, I mean, Reggie's going to find it eventually, because at this point he can... Oh, but he's not going to be able to get Bash's secret missiles.
I mean,
at
this point we won't need them.
Yeah,
so it's not gonna hurt them.
Yeah, he's probably okay at this point. Even still, that's that's funny. This has been a very funny seed. Like, it's going to be over pretty soon, I think, given the circumstances, but this seed was funny. Like, starting with that whole logical conundrum for bombs, the wait for Emerald Translator, and then Echo's bombs in Control Tower, and then Seeker missiles in Phazon Mining Tunnel.
I don't know what you're talking about. This seed is beautiful.
It is.
Just in its own demonic way.
And OP required no less. Although OP's been rearing his ugly head way too many times this tournament. I don't know if it's just my imagination, but like I'm fairly certain the vast majority of races I called, brackets or groups otherwise, have been OP seeds.
I feel like OP has been required, even in solo seeds, a lot lately. OP just likes us way too much.
This could also be Randovania just making up for that logic bug that kept Chica out of the loop a couple of years ago, because there was a bug in the Randovania logic way back when, like 2 or 3 years ago, where Chica's energy requirements were obnoxiously high, and therefore Chica was required, I think was it TGC generated like 1,000 seeds, and Chica was only required in 2 of them.
Oh, Jesus.
I remember somebody genned 1,000 seeds and Chica was only required 2 times. So yeah, that was kind of a hint that something needed to be checked on. I'm also not sure what Elias is looking... Well, I mean, Elias can keep himself busy while waiting for that last artifact, which is Cache, which Aldraxis is actually about to head towards now.
I am surprised by this play, though.
And yeah, that's what I was afraid of. The Seeker missiles didn't go through. Unless Elias did Elias pick them up?
Yes, Elias definitely picked them up there in the
Okay.
history.
Oh, yeah.
And on
I
the
forgot.
second file, Audra got them.
That's right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that's my brain is just kind of in a frenzy, just wondering. I know it's not our place to deal with this, but how is Ether Tablet going to respond to this? Although I imagine Aldraxis might be looking up how to deal with this right now.
Oh, I am confused because we don't have the info about Cache A.
Cache was an artifact.
Oh, yeah, right.
So yeah, Elias has popped up the artifacts a few times now. So that is in fact Aldraxis' only remaining obligation to him.
Well, but the annoying thing is that Odraxis doesn't have hints, so Elias doesn't know what's still left to pick up for her.
Right, because the remaining keys that we hadn't seen were Cache. What were they? Cache B, Transit. No, Transit Tunnel South. She already got. Cache B was one of them. Boombox was another, which I think Elias might have gotten already. I could have sworn he at least got out through Upper Mines.
Reggie is still missing a lot of artifacts, so if they go for the gamble and Elias finishes, Audra would have a gigantic cushion of time save.
Very true. Problem is, Aldraxis has to get the Seeker lists for Cache, which, again,
Yes.
I would wager that's what she's studying right now.
There's
Yeah.
at least not a message in the race time, which is... I mean, to be fair, if it's a technical issue, you would probably try to get a rematch?
Yeah, I'm actually that's exactly what I was been thinking about, is that I'm very surprised they haven't just said, hey, can we call time out here for a second? We have a problem. Like, granted, we didn't call timeout when I had that crash in my first match versus you in groups, but even still.
I mean, to be fair, a timeout in a race is a bit hard to call out.
Yeah, because everybody in the race time has to see it, and... Oh yeah, Reggie, chat brings up a great point. Reggie is still missing half of his artifacts.
Yeah, there's still some of them in Echoes, which Bash is probably now going to beeline.
Well, yeah,
And then we still have OP.
Yeah, he's pretty much
Nice trooper
otherwise...
skip. Oh yeah, and a phasing suit. But the phasing suit is in Fen, and we have cleared everything besides a far Fen, so that's going to be the least of an issue. Also,
So, yeah.
phasing suit is right next to a save station, so we could just save warp after. Bash, in the meantime, nearly has every STK. And two of the artifacts are right next to each other here in Spider's Treasure.
Mm-hmm. So that's 6 and 7 for Reggie.
Then 8 on OP.
Which would leave 9 at O'Lear, probably.
Yeah, we have left out earlier. It's just the save state that doesn't get the item for weird circumstances.
Alright, so it looks like Aldraxis is trying for the sharp angle screw here.
That one is a lot harder in my opinion. The issue is there's like 3 different Seeker skip versions for this room.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of different versions to do just about everything in this game. Just when you think a room is optimized, somebody finds something new. Like, take the Sank Dynamo Works tunnel, for example. A lot of folks do the instant morph. I was trained on the screw attack method.
It's not an internet issue, Leno. The thing is, on the second save state, we get the Seekers. And also, another issue is, like, we're getting the Seekers on the second save state, that's one thing. But we're also getting the items that were collected after Seekers.
Bash is doing Hive entrance for some reason.
Probably still checking Phase and Suit. Reggie has their own
Right.
artifact, probably.
Sorry, I forgot about Phazon suit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say that's not already been said at this point. So that being said, so Bash has just wrapped up Hive entrance. So Reggie is going to, okay, that was workstation. Where's he going now? Because this isn't far from Drana. This is away from Phazon suit. This is plasma processing.
Maybe Bash has Reggie's last artifact? I still don't think we've seen O'Lear on Bash's side.
And yeah, he can't get out from Hive Dynamo Works because no Seeker missiles. So he has to go back out through Calling Chamber and then go back up to O'Lear. As we're now passing the 100-minute mark, and we haven't had a chance to shout out our runners today. So on our left side of the screen, we've got Team Green versus Orange. On the right, we've got Team Aether Tablet. That is Uncle Reggie and Bash Prime versus Elias Thompson and Audraxis. This is the lower brackets round 2 of the Metroid Prime 1 and 2 Cross Game Cup randomizer.
Did Odor give up on it, or did Odor get it?
I don't think so, because Elias is still clocked at 8 artifacts.
Oh, is this a play to go out of bounds then?
It's a play to get. It's a missile refill. She's out of missiles.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, she's gonna grab a refill here and then go try again. Because this is pretty much all she has to do in order to finish things up with Prime. And then Elias is just gonna chill in front of Artifact Temple until such time as he has that last artifact.
Yeah. But even then, we still have checks opened and they don't have the hints, so they're going for a gamble even if they don't know it.
Yeah, I mean, given what we know now, this is a very... wait a minute. Was there anything left in Prime? It was Cash B, and... I think Elias's game is full cleared.
Yeah, but they don't have the info. They don't have Echo's keys, so there could still be an SDK somewhere. Oh, okay, this is a ship safe and now continuing to frigate, yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna keep going in the meantime. So chat brings up a great point. Audraxis could theoretically load file 2 and send the artifact that way. I'm just trying to think what was given. Is that possible?
Well, yes, but we need to pick up Vanilla Darkbeam again.
We would either need to pick up Vanilla Darkbeam or go to Hive Chamber B to get Light Suit, at which point Audraxis could go via Fortress Transport Access and get Super Missiles to get to Torvis that way.
That would also be an option, yeah.
But also we still need, and Annihilator Beam was sent from Prime 2, so that also works. But we still need Dark Beam anyway to get past Torvis Lagoon. So yeah, actually that wouldn't work. Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Reggie's gonna find Phase and Suit here in a second without the hint.
Yeah, after which point he now has all 9 artifacts, so Bash is just going to drop what he's doing and beeline to the end.
This is very unlucky, because this would have most likely been a win for Aether Tablet here.
Yeah, Aether Tablet was having a very commanding lead up to this point, and yeah, it's just so unfortunate that of all things to cause things to go downhill, it's Randovania. Bash had reset out of that Sentinel's Path check a little on the early side before picking up Phazon suit. I wonder if that was just because he had a pivot save at a much more amenable location.
Probably, yeah.
Which, no better time like the present to call upon it. Although, that last pivot save appears to have been at least 20 minutes ago.
Probably before hints.
Although, yeah, there haven't been any major pickups since such time. Okay, this is the gravity chamber key. And then Bash, I think, is going for Transit Tunnel South, and that's going to be his key 9. I'll say this much, this will be a very interesting interview. Ooh, Bash is actually going to just do the out of bounds here because why not, I guess?
Because it's a lot faster than probably... it's just a lot faster than picking up the item. Especially given that we have grab boost.
Yeah, Aether jumping with grab boost in tow to get that extra height. Yeah, that's definitely a good difficulty reducer.
Yeah, it was the first response of Team Aether tablet in the race time. They said smiley.
Yeah, so that's the first indication that they know as a team something is horribly wrong, or at least have publicly explained as a team something is horribly wrong. Chat's asking, just tune in. How's the race going? It got a little weird. So the seed was absolute trash, of which for reasons we will get into very soon in the interview. But we seem to have a technical hiccup with Aether Tablet, causing Audraxis to not have Seeker missiles when she should.
Yeah, so this is a big issue. Also, hello, folks. The seed isn't bad. The seed is perfectly fine. Just don't think about the logic. It will break everyone's mind.
As we break it down.
Also, ship save. I was just looking at Reggie's screen while the ship save and suddenly saw how the time goes from orange to green again because Reggie split it for ship save. I know Reggie's using splits for stuff like this, so just hilarious. See, Bash is agreeing with me that the Bash is agreeing with me in the race time that the seed is good.
Alright, in the meantime, angry dragon noises.
Meteor relay. So, fly by skip. Oh, bit too early there. So now we're just going to stand here for 20 seconds in a corner. Waiting in boost ball.
So you stay in the corner. You stay in the corner, mister, and you think about what you've done.
This is the strat to bring Ridley close to the wall, boost ball into him, because Ridley does not have the damage invulnerability to boost ball, which means we can do a gigantic chunk of health damage and skip the completely first phase. And now, because Ridley is so close to us at the wall, it is very unlikely that Ridley will dash until Ridley gets staggered.
So, from what chat is enlightening me to, the setup that Audraxis is going for is from Miguel. This is apparently Miguel's strategy. Good charge interception there.
Very good, yeah. And a super should do this. Yep. So Bash is now entering final bosses, so is Reggie.
Yeah, he's gonna finish before Reggie does.
But that is because Echo's final bosses are just a lot faster than Prime's.
Indeed, even without the multiplayer pickups or Cannonball, because yeah, we haven't seen Cannonball yet either, and I don't think Cannonball was removed. It's not considered a
No,
multiplayer pickup.
Cannonball is not considered multiplayer. Cannonball is in the pool.
Nevertheless, flawless phase 1. Good first bomb. Ooh, taking the preemptive on the Inglet puddles there. I believe that was a perfect second bomb.
Yes, it was.
This third bomb's looking good. Flawless phase 2. Well done. That is very hard to get consistently. Yeah, going back on the screw attack door, I think the method that I use where I use 2 missiles and then screw attack the upper switches, I believe that's Aaron's strategy. At least I think it was Aaron's video I watched for that.
I really don't like the two-shot seeker skips, like all of them. I very much hate all of them.
I can understand that. They're very complex tricks. I mean, then again, you're doing something the game wasn't intending for you to do anyway, so...
Like, I mean, I can skip the seeker locks. It's just, it's very annoying to pull off because it takes me hours with my hands to, like, get the double shots in. This is the friggin' crash side of Secret Doors. God damn it, Baha.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, and I think... Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, Bash is still able to get a shield up here. He's going for screw attack strats.
Even though the missile hit head first, that's interesting.
That can happen. Sometimes Dark Samus just won't throw up her shield. That being said, Bash is just about done. One solid screw attack should do it. Like so.
And that's G. That is G for Bash Prime with a race time of 1 hour, 50 minutes and 38 seconds. Yeah, I feel very bad for Team Aether Tablet here.
Yeah, this is... I think we'll see ultimately the outcome of this. Absolute worst case scenario here, we have a rematch. Again, that's not a guarantee. We will see how this plays out.
I mean, this is a very similar scenario to our race where I had the attack issues and we got the rematch.
Indeed. Now that being said, Reggie is having actually a really good sub-chamber 4, I would say. Not having too many double switches, although it does look like...
Reggie's having a lot of issues with the double speed Exo, that's for sure.
I was about to say, yeah, definitely seems like excess speed there.
There was like 3 or 4 times that Exo got double speed in Sub-Chamber 4. So down to Essence. Now, for the question that everyone's asking, will we get pool skirt?
I say probably.
I mean, that's a decent spot to have Essence in. Oh, that's an even better spot to have Essence in. That's very nice.
Indeed, right just past the center of the arena. All right, that being said, Reggie not seeming to have too much difficulty to get these first 3 pools here. First 2, rather, excuse me. All right, well, that's
That is
GG.
GG.
Uncle Reggie finishes with a time of 1:53.43.
And a
That
forfeit, unfortunately.
Yeah. So there is a discussion in progress right now in the race time. We're going to let that play out. I would like to see the runners in here eventually, but I would rather they sort that out first before we proceed here.
It looks like Bash is going to join us in a second. Hello, Bash. GG.
Hello, Reggie should be here in just a second.
Yeah, so as I'm sure you've seen now in the race time, we have a bit of a peculiar scenario developing here, and we can confirm Randovania did eat a key item earlier.
What?
It ate Draxus' secret missiles, which were sent by Elias in Phazon Mining Tunnel.
Yeah, so we knew we were there, but it was during go mode.
So what basically happened is
Oh, wow.
Elias picked up Seekers, and they were in a pretty big lead at that point.
We were so excited when we saw him there.
Yeah, they were in a pretty big lead, so they would have probably won that, actually. But the big issue was Seekers got eaten by Renovania. So they were in the session, they were marked Ascent, and Audra never got them. She reconnected multiple times, they never got sent, and on the second file, they got sent. So, for some reason, that was an issue with file 1. It was very, very absurd.
That's so dumb.
Wow.
It must have been some random stupid thing they were doing at the exact moment they got sent to file 1.
So I take you found Dark Beam and bombs before we did, because that Dark Beam.
No, we found bombs pretty late for Echo's bombs.
Still,
it was at about the 50-minute mark where bombs were found. Yeah.
But the hilarious thing is, so Audra found Dark Beam instantly, which was a very big giggle for me. I was actually scared that you, Bash, wouldn't find bombs for quite some time, given the Annihilator.
Yeah, I was just prepared to just skip them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got Super's late, but I was like, okay, well, that opens up Dark Aegon.
Yeah, and
don't need to go that way.
Reggie waiting for an E-Tank or praying for an E-Tank to keep that boost ball was a bit of an issue, because that gave Elias a lot of time to catch up.
Yeah.
And
there's no way I would have been behind Reggie. No way. No.
Well, here's the thing, though. Actually, Jay, please finish. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Basically, you went into labs while Reggie went for Thaddeus after already turning around from Courtyard to check Chozo Ice. So Reggie got bombs like 10 minutes later, maybe? But yeah, this is a very, very weird scenario where Renovania just completely deleted the key items, so...
And it's interesting, because we're a team that depends on Seekers, and not all teams do. It didn't help that one of the artifacts
I did not get
was
them
blocked by Seekers.
Yeah, so... we'll let you folks handle how to proceed from that, because that's out of our hands. But one thing I want to talk about, going back to the seed for a bit, the logic for Emerald Translator, because you're gonna love this.
That was insane. I mean, I knew it was logical when I found it, but oh my god.
There were a few logic paths where as soon as we got it, we're like, oh, that's disgusting.
So that meant you had to wait for Space Jump. Oh no, you got power bombs early, never mind.
You had to wait for Annihilator Beam to get out with Emerald Translator, because Dark Visor was Seekers locked anyway, so you weren't going out that way.
Yeah.
Logic foretold Echoes, you wait till Prime goes past Zoid. Echoes was not supposed to move anywhere for like 20 minutes till one finally picks up Annihilator.
Also, I hope you picked up that Echo Visor before getting over there, otherwise you were screwed.
Yeah, I think Reggie found that too.
Yeah,
So-
that makes sense.
I'd
Yeah,
say the
I don't
sea was
remember where it was,
beautiful.
but Echo was pretty early.
Yeah, if you genned it, right?
I'd say the seed is beautiful.
Oh
Just
my-
don't look at the logic. The logic is a bit scuffed.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
early game was rough. I was so mad. I knew it didn't occur to me that supers could have been FTA. I figured something could have been there, but I don't know. I think Torvus was a little bit more check dense, and I could have just save warped out. So like that's what I did, and I'm glad I did that because I was very astute in Puj Dagov, which is
We were
Yeah.
But one thing I wanna ask though, Bash, you had the hint, like you and Audra both got the hint for Ice Beam and Sank. Though you didn't hunt down Ice Beam, you decided to go out of Sank again and go back to Torvus. That was something I was very confused of.
So, we had the spider ball in Shore Tunnel for me, and
Oh.
I was originally gonna go to Aegon and then go into Sank that way, but then I was like, wait, Power Bombs gets possible spider, so I want to go get that. I mean, I feel I'm mad because I could have gone them earlier, but then I went too close to the tunnel and got force morphed by the scripted tunnel.
Yeah, we saw that, and we
Yeah.
figured that's why you morphed in the first place.
Wow. So I ultimately went that way, and then that got me spider, and so then I'm like, okay, great. But then I didn't get Culling Chamber, or like I was just hunting for the item because I was like, hopefully it's just not in Sank map. If it's as long as it's not in Sank map, I'm fine because I can do everything else. And then of course I left main gyro for next to last. But like besides that, like
Yeah, so
I don't know, I
there is
felt
a
like
big...
I routed okay.
Yeah.
Not having the hints hurt a little bit, but I'm just like I need to get his ice beam now. So, but yeah, I wanted to get his power bombs because he didn't have any, and we were like, and getting spider out of the way would just make life so much easier for me.
But that was
for
where
my cleanup.
that routing really made a difference in the early game,
Yeah.
because Elias did Flagra and Ghosts immediately and got rewarded with a PB expansion, so
Yeah.
Audra had Spider for the entirety of the
And having
seed.
dark beam that early too, and then
And also, given on when Elias got Ice Beam, Elias had Phase Suit immediately, because Elias
Oh, yeah.
got Ice Beam in Fen.
Yeah.
This was also
Yeah.
not a particularly hint-heavy seed, because I think what Echo's items were not hinted. Supers weren't hinted, Light Suit wasn't hinted,
I didn't
Dark
check
Beam
a lot
wasn't
of
hinted.
hints.
We didn't see a lot of hints in general, and a lot of the other hints were always hints. Like we saw 2 red key hints, which all the red keys for Morbus and Quad in Prime, by the way. Lol. That's one lol. The other was, let's see, we had a lot of always hints. Yeah, most of the hints that we saw were the always hints or joke hints. So yeah, not a lot of hinted items this time around. Just because they're all behind Cobalt Translator.
Yeah, this was truly a interesting seed, because the beginning was very much okay, Echoes now has pick your poison, because you just have everything. It was really interesting to see, because Bash went back for the Hive Chambers, got rewarded with Light Suit. Audra got Dark Beam, went into Dark Labs, got Screw Attack soon after, so there were already routing divergences, and basically you could just sit there, okay, so Audra has to go get
Yeah.
that, and Bash has to go get that, and then they meet in the middle, but the routing divergence was crazy.
Light Suit Annihilator really threw me for a loop. Or just like the lack of bombs too. Like, I didn't know where to go. I didn't want to risk not saving and doing Dark Beam. Of course, it was just freaking. It was just vanilla.
Every time I gen a tournament seed, a beam is vanilla. It doesn't
So,
matter
like-
which beam, but one beam is.
I don't know. Like I felt good about our mid to late game, outside that really atrocious early game. But and like I don't know. It seems like that's what kept it close. At least I'm curious. Like
we were feeling good until the very end.
So the moment Elias got his 8th artifact, which was OP, the last one was in Cache A. Or like
they realized
7th
they didn't have
artifact, like
Seekers.
one of the very last artifacts, and they didn't get the Seekers. Reggie had 4 artifacts. I think it was like about 30 minutes now that the Seekers didn't get sent till the end. So it was like a gigantic.
I'm trying to find
like
when
a gigantic time.
I'm trying to find when Elias went into
PMT.
PMT. Yeah.
It would have been, I want to say, sometime about a half an hour ago now. Well, a little more than half an hour, like 1:20, 20 some odd-ish in the race time.
Yeah, that was a very, very disappointing bug there. The only idea I would have had would have been Audra could have probably picked up Dark Beam and made their way towards Cache A on the second file where they got the Seekers.
Well, that was the plan. Like,
Wait, didn't just not want to send at all
It flat
until
out
file
just-
2?
It just flat out didn't send until file.
No.
Well, it didn't send during file 1, and I think after that, Audra saved and then warped.
Oh, and that's
And
so
that
strange.
I think that's what locked out the what locked out the Seekers
wonder
on
if there was,
file
like,
1.
100%.
I wonder if there was some interaction going on in Echoes when that happened. I'm still trying to find when. I'm still trying to find where Elias goes to.
Yeah,
OP.
I'll see if I can help you out with that as well, because believe me, we're all scratching our heads at this.
I'm gonna blame one of those. What are those like random cosmic particles that flip a bit and causes Mario to jump up half a story?
Oh my god.
I think that's what happened.
In what now?
Upwarp. the upwarp in TikTok clock that's like on YouTube. And they think it was a cosmic ray that flipped a bit
Yeah.
in memory. Okay, Seekers were at 117.58.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
over
at the same
40
spot
minutes
now.
ago.
So they
On my
were
way
at
to
that point they were
PMT,
one
we were-
artifact and one SDK ahead.
Yeah. Elias was also on the path to OP, and I don't think Audraxis picked up the artifacts from Sank yet. Did she?
Yeah, there
Audraxis,
were
let's see,
a lot of-
Audraxis pivot saved and went back to Temple Grounds. Oh no, she returned. She returned to.
Yeah, I see the Seeker Launcher pickup. Yeah, they just flat out decided to
right.
mystically not send.
Oh, she wanted to go for SDK hints.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing because Seekers were our go mode pending SCK hints. So
Yeah, and I could see now there's like over almost at least a minute here between picking up the Seekers and them just flat out not sending.
Yeah. Oh wow.
and everything
Audra and I
after
would have
Seekers
been at
sent.
Sky Temple Gateway at like the same time.
Yeah, and then
More
that
or less.
that Inghive key also sent no problem too. So
yeah.
everything
The weird thing.
Yeah, there
is-
must have been something weird. Let me double check this again.
But the really weird thing is just Seekers were in the session sent. So Renovania has registered, Seekers were picked up, and has apparently tried to send it. And on file 2, Seekers were sent, and then switching back to file 1,
Yeah.
Seekers were gone again.
Did you have
Maybe
a
it
good
was
time,
like
Reggie?
What?
I just haven't heard from you at all, so I just want to make sure you had a good time.
Not
well, Reggie,
really.
what was it that you told me? What was it that you told me, Reggie, in the voice chat?
The seed is poopy.
No, but I mean, like, you said something about Elias.
Oh, that it would probably be really cool to knock me out of a tournament.
So I don't know, like, are we just running this back or like what? Like,
I'm coming for you.
I don't know. I
I'm
don't know
tired.
what to do.
I'm so tired.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
so
figure it
tired.
out for next week.
I've
or
been
something.
awake for.
If it is a rematch, I can't do it until like next weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, that gives me time to work on my video.
I'm out
so
of
that's
town for
great.
work.
Yeah, This is still very unlucky because this was a very hyped race. This was
Yeah,
really good to watch.
I can't believe that happened. That's insane. I just like what?
yeah, it really kind of puts a really weird end to what's otherwise been a terrific race and a terrific seed.
I don't know about that
Terrific
last
scene
part.
Terrific scene to watch.
Honestly, I think we kind of routed like Garbo.
It is
Yeah, it was a tough seed.
it is as Arrow said back then when I kept jetting Arrow's race seeds. At some point they will have to add me to the team the best seed rollers simply out of respect for jetting those trash 20 seeds.
Yeah, I'll pick up Prime 3 when we get the 3 cross game cup.
No
Oh,
admin abuse. That TO roll is gone.
No.
All right. Well, that being said, we will. I will ask. Are there any further questions before we close out tonight?
Can we not have Jay gen the next seed if it turns out that there is a run back?
Give me an Aaron seed.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
this was just my revenge for Reggie telling me I haven't genned garbage seeds yet.
All right.
While it's still true, Reggie gave me a lot more garbage seeds than this.
All right.
But
That's all.
Well, that being said, folks, we will wrap it up tonight. So again, a GG's to our runners from Team Green versus Orange, Uncle Reggie and Bash Prime, from Team Aether Tablet, Elias Thompson and Audraxis. Again, they put on a great show for you here tonight. Jay, thank you so much for joining me here in the booth on this overnight. We're burning some midnight oil here in the States for this match. But yeah, stay tuned, folks. There is still plenty more to come. Do we have any matches? Yes, we do have one more match coming up on Friday afternoon. We have Partners in Prime versus Team Orange versus Green.
That's gonna be good. You want to watch that one?
Yeah, that will be Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern, with Echo's new patcher and Nothing's with Missiles. So,
lovely.
With that said, folks, we will see you next mission. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your night.
Later, all. GG.
Bye-bye.
GG.
I'm Bash Prime.
What a chosen words to end this.